Alright guys, here we are today with another video for you for the build the legendary kit from the series Knight Rider. We're going to be covering stages 45 and 46. I think you're going to enjoy this one. So hang in there. Got a wild ride. I figure what we'll show you real quick is what we're going to cover. We are going to be building the Michael Knight watch or wristwatch that was linked to the car so that way Michael could talk to Kit from a distance, aka in today's world it would be considered as a Apple phone, I guess, or like a iWatch. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get down to the bench, put this sucker together because it's gonna be a doozy, guys. Okay, so guys, check this out. This is what we're doing here on the bench. Okay, we're gonna do something really quick and fast. So this is how we're gonna do it. We have step one, which basically we're going to put some face value on this watch here. It's really simple. All we have to do is take this out. It's a very nice and shiny, glassy little item here. And then we're going to take our watch face and we're just going to put it upside down real quick and then slide this right up in there ever so gently because I don't want to ruin it. Okay, so with this being added on, it was not as easy as I thought, but if you follow the instructions on step one in the book, you're gonna want to take it, slide it in, pinch it in, and then you're gonna pinch these top ones in because then it's gonna hold in on the inside by the 4 points that are given here. So without further ado, we're gonna keep it flipped upside down, and we're going to take 45E, and since in the picture it's showing like this, 45E is the one here that looks like it's got a, I don't know, like a speedometer on it or something. So we're going to take that one, all right, and we're going to put that in there. Okay, it doesn't say which way it has to go. It can go any old way. But believe it or not, though, there is a little notch right here, okay? So it prevents you from putting it in the wrong way. And the same thing goes for this one, okay? So if you thought about just putting it any old way, you'd have to get rid of that little indentation that comes up, all right? But other than that, this is going by pretty easy, okay? Put those in, put that in. Look at that. That's step two, guys. So now with step three, we're going to take 45 Charlie. There's 3 of them, and I have them all right here, okay? And then we have this FP screw, so we're just going to put it off the side, okay? And we don't need this, so you're just going to throw that out, okay? Now, one of these, okay, is going to go on one side. That's here, and you're going to stick it in like so. And you're just going to repeat the process on the other side. Okay, so with step 3 completed, I'm going to let you know you do not want to move it around because these things will pop right out. They're designed to move freely on the sides of the button. So our next mission here is to kind of just put this off to the side real quick. Now, you notice it doesn't come with a battery, right? That's correct. It does not. It says batteries not complete, not included. I don't know why I'm having a hard time with that. So what that means is you're going to place a CR2032, okay, in the little slot with the plus sign facing up. So I have some here, little fancy dancy Energizer 2032s. So we're going to go ahead, pop this out, and then put it inside the panel. And then we're going to take that panel and rest it inside here. Okay, so with step 4 completed, really easy. Okay, now I put this in and I matched up the white here, here, and here with our 3 buttons that we just put in. Now, of course, we have a screw here. It's this one, the FP. Okay, and with that FP screw, you're going to grab your little trusty screwdriver and just place that right inside here. Okay, once this is in, you pretty much have this nice and screwed in. All right, it's gonna have a little bit of play, so don't freak out, okay? But it's in there. It's not really moving. All right, It's mainly you need that pressure because of the other side. So, all right, that's in there nice and snug the way it's supposed to be. Outstanding. Okay, so that pretty much is it as far as we need to go, because the next phase is we bring back the car and then we're gonna adjust um, adjust it real quick by communicating with the car with this item. Okay, so basically for steps 5 and 6 to get this all prepped up and ready to go is we have to retrieve the assembly from the end of issue 5, which is basically the front bumper of the Knight Rider car with the scanner. You're going to plug that cable into the cable connector labeled A, just like we showed before in the previous videos. Then you have to grab through 4 AAA batteries, put them into the battery compartment, and turn the switch on position. Then you close the battery compartment with the cover. All right, so that's with the basic stuff. But when we get our package with all the upgrades, I think you're going to like it a lot easier this way, and it'll save you a little bit of money. All right, so hang on, guys. I'll bring back Kit and we'll see how this thing works. Okay, so we have wristwatch functions. Okay, wristwatch functions are going to be kind of easy. Okay, so you have the engine sound button. It's going to be the single button on the side. The scanner is going to be in the upper right, and sounds and voice box will be here. Then your on and off dial lights and sounds will be here, and your music speaker to hear the theme song is going to be right there. Okay, so now we have to select the time. All right, so we're going to go into that. So hang in here, guys. Okay, so what we're going to do is press the A for 3 seconds, use the plus or minus to select a 24 or 24-hour time. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Boom. All right. We're going to leave it at 24, but if you wanted to, you could change it to 12. I like to leave mine at the 24, so that way you don't have to guess whether it's AM or PM. But I like this, it seems a lot simpler for us. All right. Then you're going to press A to accept. So we're going to press A to accept. Now we go into the seconds. Okay. So right now, okay, with the plus or minus, then press A to confirm. All right. So that looks fine to me. So then with minutes, okay, we're going to go ahead and knock that out. Okay. So with knocking out the seconds, it's very quite easy to do that, as we've seen. But now we want to set the minutes. Obviously, right now, current time. Okay, so we're going to set that, and then I'm going to put that down. All right, and then boom. And that's what I'm going to do. All right, I'm going to set that as our time for right now, and I think that would look good enough. I'm not saying it is the current time that this video is being filmed, but this is the time that I'm going to start it off at. Okay, just to show you here in this video. I will go back later and then adjust it to my time frame that's current, since we can do this at any time. So our next one, okay, is select the language. Okay, you press the B key for 3 seconds and you select the channel with plus or minus. Now, channel 1 is French, channel 2 is English, 3 is Spanish, 4 is Italian, and 5 is German. So obviously with this, we were able to change the language. So that's cool. Now, if I had a Spanish guest over, I'd use that. If I had a French guest and I was, you know, near Canada or something, and they came by, I would play it in French for them to see if they knew it. The likelihood of me bumping into anybody that can speak Italian or German is kind of slim, but unless I'm in Boston and then you get into like a little Italian area down there, then you'll definitely maybe hear some Italian. But I'm not going to have the car with me. So without further ado, we're going to take the B key and we're going to hold it for 3 seconds. Uh-oh. That's not what I want, but hey, we now know it works. So we're going to hold it for 3 seconds. That's French, so we're not going to use that. So number 2 was English. We're going to keep that. Okay? And that's how we're going to do it. Boom. And so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do our light test. So let me go and get that all prepped up so you guys can see all the lights go. Okay, guys. So I have all the wires kind of just dangling here. Okay. So this is going to be probably a little loud. Okay. But I can only let you see certain lights because the way this is all jarbled up and I'm still getting some parts in. So what it's telling me to do here is press dial 45E, which is this one. We're going to hit that one, all right, which will then turn on the LEDs towards the front, and you'll hear the motor kick off, okay? So don't be worried about that. Then you're going to check the lights that are in the rear, which obviously are going to be these, the red lights and all that. So first things first, everything kind of lights up when you turn this thing on. So just make sure it's in the on position in your battery area. So here we go. Let's try it out. And there it is. All those lights turned on. Every last light turns on when you hit that key. Okay? And you're going to hear that motor kick off and everything. So now we're going to check on some more here. Okay? Now that we've had all that done up and everything, we're doing pretty good. So we now know that the upper button, according to it, is sound and light scanner. So with that being said, we're going to press this top one and let's see what happens together. Okay. That's sound and light scanner. I don't know what happened there.
I am the voice of Light Industry 2000's microprocessor.
Voice.
KITT for easy reference. The kit if you prefer.
The scanner didn't kick on. I don't know why. It's the engine. Okay, so that was the engine. So we're going to turn everything back on again. I'm going to try to execute with the light scanner. Okay, that's not supposed to happen, guys. So we have a little bit of a hiccup. Alright, guys, so I figured it out, and it was in the wrong socket. That's completely weird, But hey, now we know that it works because I got the scanner to work. All right. So, yeah, which is good. But we still have some more surprises in store for you for this Night Rider kit. And thank you for experiencing this bumpy road where we get to test out and make sure that all the mistakes are taken out so you, the viewers at home, don't have this issue. All right. But other than that, since you waited patiently, let's go through this one more time, okay? And that is it, man. Also, the engine sound, which not too impressed with, but I'm hoping once our new upgrades start showing up, it'll sound much better. All right, guys. And then once all that's done, you just hit the dial again, and kit will shut down. And of course, the scanner will turn off once you hit that off part. And of course, when you turn it back on, the scanner operates just like so. So you don't have to keep pressing that all the time unless you want to hear the sound of the light going at the same time. But other than that, I'm pretty impressed with everything thus far. Now, when we get the upgrades, everything you see here is going to change. It is going to change. The audio is going to change. All kinds of things are going to change. However, that's cool stuff to know. But this is just to put the watch together and give you an idea of what we have and how it all sounds right now. But once we get to the end and everything of building this, you are going to see how the audio on this is going to be phenomenal. Okay? But without further ado, let's just finish up on that watch real quick. That way we can move on and get you guys to that next video. So hang in there, guys. Whew. So now that we just finished that exhilarating aspect of the car, now we're going to finish with the watch, okay? And then that'll end our video once I get this all connected. The easy part is you take this piece here and you're going to slide this in. If you guys have never made a watch before and you guys are just, been using the Apple Watch, then yeah, this is going to be a very fun thing because this is like building a 1980s watch as you did as a kid, which, wow, the upgrade of watches is a phenomenal thing. So I like to kind of, just prep everything here and kind of go through the motions because some of us out there, some viewers, if you're around my age or maybe older, you'd remember a lot of these things. So, putting these watches together and everything. So, yeah. But anyway, this is how this works. You put this together. Now we have to put our little piece together. I just want you to know that when you put this together, all right, there's a flat side like this, and then you have your side like this. Okay. So when you do the watch, it's gonna be very much to your satisfaction, okay? But if you don't like this to be showing, that's fine. But everything that we're going to be doing is going to be facing just like this. So you got to take this, put it through, Then you have to put your little piece here together. All right. Now, if you grew up with these kind of wristbands, you knew that this was always a pain in the neck, and then the piece up here that used to connect to the watch would always be a piece of work for you to deal with. So if you haven't, we here at the shop are going to show you why we hated these. All right. I'm going to let you enjoy watching us struggle with these things. Okay. Because goodness gracious, how I hated it. But we got so good at it, some of us, that now we can put it on together real easy. So that's for that piece. So now that we have that whole piece together, we're going to come back with our watch face here, and we're going to put it upside down to where this is going to go to the top. Okay, it's going to go in the top just like so, and then you're going to take this one and you're going to come around and you're going to do this to it. Okay, so what that does is it makes everything flat, and it makes it easy for you to you know flip it over and be able to tighten it up and everything. All right, the final touch is you're going to take some FP screws again, and you're going to put three of them, sorry. But obviously this one here, it says battery, it even lets you know what kind it takes, and it says Knight Industries here. So we come back with our little trusty miniature screwdriver here, and we're gonna put those in. Oh boy, look at that. Still got a futz with this thing. Goodness gracious. You're gonna squeeze down without setting off the car. That's why I'm using this mat. And then there's one screw in, and I'm gonna come back and grab another screw. I'm starting from the top because I think the bottom one would be a little easier to do. But I'm starting from the top. You can start anywhere you want, put the screws in however you like. But for now, this is what we're doing. All right. Now, there is a stand out there that you can get for your Knight Rider watch. Okay. You'll have to go on a different website to get it. But if you're planning on just displaying it, then you want to get that. This is channel 2. Channel 2 is English. All right. Yeah, I think they said channel 2 is English, right? And then once that's done, you got your wristband. Everything works. Okay. So you just kind of line it up. Do this. Bam. Yahtzee. Okay. If you want, you can kind of bend it up a little bit. Give it a little bit of wear and tear. All right. And then you can just lay it down like so, or you could do whatever you'd like with it. It's totally up to you. All right. However, that is it, guys. That is it. All right. Obviously, the car's not going to start because the off switch is on, so we don't have to deal with that. Now, of course, you remember how to set the time, so once you finish everything, if you do jostle anything around, you can always set back the time. Like I said, only took us 30 minutes, it seems, to do all this. So, yeah, what a fun ride, guys. And now we have ourselves the Knight Rider kit watch, where you can be like, come and get me, kid. Whatever you want to do with your own watch. It's up to you. But other than that, guys, I have to get going and prep us up and get us ready for our next adventure here with Build the legendary Knight Rider kit mobile here. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and we hope to see you on the next one. If you like what you've seen, hit that like. If you didn't, don't hit it. But if you want to see some more of this, because we got a lot coming up, and whatnot, go ahead and hit subscribe. Other than that, guys, keep on modeling. We'll see you on the next one.